Well, in today's project, we're doing a water line, sort of like a repair. Anyway, it had a lot of years of service, and we put in a couple flex areas, these 90s and 45s. So now it won't have too much of a problem if it needs to move. We put a shutoff valve in here, and because we have three water systems here. We have the main house, and then we have the garage, and then we have the other end of the main house. So we have redundancy of three water filters and three separate systems in case there's a leak. We can always turn one system off and continue using the facilities. So it's a redundancy, it works well. Anyway, I've elevated the box here with some cinder blocks and some clear plastic plexiglass that I had laying around. I use it as an extender because it is flush now with the grade, and when I backfill it, it'll be all covered. So this is a how-to video, how to kind of use any type of items that you may have to do your project. Having some spare parts is really handy. I'm using a little bit of sand here to backfill right next to the pipe, so it has some movement when, if in fact the ground moves. It doesn't freeze here in the southwest in this low elevation, so everything is good. I used a 4-inch sleeve here for the main and plugged it with a rag so the dirt doesn't get in. It has room in case you need to retrofit the water pipe at the future. You can use the sleeve here, which is about 60 feet long, and just repipe it by pushing through the tube here, and that works quite well. We have electrical here for outdoor lighting, so that works well too. And that's about it. We use super glue here, the blue. It's called Red Hot. We also use a primer, which I recommend. It makes the installation more 100% perfect, because if in fact the older pipe is a little hardened, it softens the pipe just a little so the Red Hot can bond. I used a little bit of adhesive here. Any kind of product will work. I use some caulking just to set the box so it doesn't shift while I backfill it. And other than that, it's an 1.5 inch service line, and then it reduces to 1 inch. But I use 1.5 inch and restrict less restriction, a lot of volume, even though it's under pressure. 55 psi is what I got the backflow preventer, or should I say the regulator, and it's also a backflow device. So here's our installation of how to do it yourself. And if you want to set your box to grade, just use your tape measure and the level. I use a 6-foot level. It works well, and I just level it off the grade. So when we have a backfill, and it all looks good at the end. Anyway, that's all for now on how to do main water line and other maintenance projects.